Every evening is an investment. And before you tune me out thinking, I don't have mental bandwidth at the end of the day in order to invest anything, please just hear me out. I felt the same way for a very long time and I numbed out. And so I wasted away too many days in front of the TV. I think most people view marriage as kind of a binary thing. Either your marriage is good or it's really kind of bad. But it's truthfully more like a spectrum. But the spectrum has no end for how good it can get because it exists to reflect Christ's love, which is infinite. So as we're talking about the optimal evening routine to grow your marriage, know that this is not just about making your spouse happy. This is also going to tremendously improve your quality of life, the quality of your relationships, your kids' perception of your marriage, and so many other things. So our evening usually starts off with me hanging out with Bridger, roughhousing with him, playing with him, etc., while Sarah makes dinner. Sometimes if he's self-occupied, I'll join Sarah in making dinner. We'll then share dinner as a family. This is typically either around our dining room table or it's out on the back patio. This is a wonderful opportunity for us to just catch up on the day-to-day things of life. After dinner, we'll have a little bit more family time in the living room, playing with Bridger. I'll take care of washing Bridger up while Sarah gets a little bit of a break after a long day. And then we'll do family worship together. This typically looks like reading a little bit in scripture with the whole family, followed by singing the doxology together and then praying together. After that, I'll put Bridger to bed through reading a couple of books, and then while Sarah washes up, I'll do the dishes and do some cleaning up around the house. Now, I'm going to take a quick pause right here before we get into the rest of the evening, because I know I felt for a while, and I've heard a number of guys share with me that their wife is not available for them, that she's either too socialed out or she's too physically worn out or she's not willing to engage sexually. But I want to point your attention to what we have done so far. So far, she's had a brief break to catch her breath, to do things that she needed to do. We had quality family time over dinner as well as family worship, and I took care of a lot of the cleanup already. What this does is give Sarah more mental and emotional capacity to be able to invest in the rest of the evening. So once Bridger's in bed, probably 2 days a week, maybe just one, we'll do our own thing. We'll catch up on work that we have fallen behind on or want to get ahead of. Most days, though, we'll spend time processing, catching up with one another. And typically this goes beyond just the day-to-day and more so into how we're thinking, how we're feeling on a broader level. We'll process through medium to large life decisions that we're trying to make. We'll discuss parenting, we'll discuss discipline, we'll discuss finances, we'll discuss our future travel plans, we'll discuss a lot. And in one sense, you could think to yourself, that sounds like way more time than I would possibly need. But the reality is life is busy and there's a lot of things that most couples are juggling at any given time. And it promotes unity. If Sarah knows what's going on in my day-to-day life, if I know what she's thinking and feeling as it pertains to pregnancy, as it pertains to parenting, we have the opportunity to be tremendously unified. I think this is one area that a lot of couples get intimidated. Either they think, I don't know what we would talk about, so instead of dealing with the discomfort of not knowing what to say or what to ask, I'm just going to do my own thing and waste away the evening on YouTube or something. But if we can get over that discomfort, if we can invest that in our marriage, we can be more unified, more on the same page, and progressively more in love as we move forward every single day, week, and month. We then will head up to bed together. We'll spend some time in prayer. And while we're in bed, oftentimes we'll continue the conversation. But it also creates time for intimate connection, whether that looks like back massage or connecting sexually, which is just another dimension of intimacy that every marriage needs. So I want to draw your attention back to something I said earlier, which is marriage isn't binary. You get out of it, in large part, what you put into it. And so if you want a marriage that you find tremendous joy in, that you find tremendous connection and intimacy in, it takes a daily investment. So what of everything that we laid out stands out to you? Where's the low-hanging fruit? Where's the most opportunity?